Hello, welcome back to Man Matters Podcast with Nate and myself. Thank you for joining us.
How's it going?
Doing good, man. Doing good. We had a new logo, by the way, for our podcast, trying to reflect the Purple Belt Pimps. Represent.
Repping, yeah, that's perfect. I like that a lot.
Dude, the other day I was in Walmart and this guy was wearing a crispy purple suit with a purple vest and a purple tie and purple shoes. I was like, dude, I envy you right now.
Get
Dude.
them all up, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, dude. Like I was jealous, man. I was gonna take a picture, send it to you. Like, dude, check out this.
Hey
Purple
man,
Belt
can I get a
Pimp.
picture of you?
Yeah, dude. I was really jealous, man. My wife was like, "Stop staring, man. I can't, man. Mesmerized.
Oh, that's
I
funny.
wish I could wear that in public with my family."
What's stop?
And my wife, man, she would not walk next to me with that thing, man. You see me, dude? I look like the Grimace
She
instead
just
of a
hasn't
Purple Belt
seen you in
Pimp.
it yet. She just hasn't seen you in it yet.
Oh yeah, dude. I would
I
probably
think
look
that's
like
the problem.
I probably look like the Grimace, probably if I wore that. Instead of like a Purple
Nah,
Belt.
nah,
It's all about confidence.
that's right. It's how you wear it.
Dude, like I was telling, like I was going to dress up like Aquaman for Halloween. I should look like Maui from Moana. It's like fuck. It's the confidence, man. You have to sell it. Dude, like, man. But you got a new logo. Decided like just change it up for new for this. Well, it's kind of like season 2 because we're over a year. Just change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But man, we have a lot of things to cover, especially like this weekend CJI too. One thing about it, day one.
It's difficult. So I was disappointed. I really was looking forward to the tournament style, the teams, everybody getting out there and just seeing how everything. But what ended up happening is everybody was far too strategic and it wasn't exciting. Yeah, I was very disappointed in day one, to be honest. Everybody's going for that money, which I can't blame them for that. But especially there's the aspect when you're going in as a team and you're going for that money and you're the guy who like throws it all out there and ends up getting, submitted really quickly because you're taking chances and you lose it for the team. Yeah, you just lost everybody a lot of money. I get that aspect, but it was disappointing.
Do you think the time was an issue? If there were the times where I was long, because it was 8-minute matches.
The 8-minute matches were very short. I feel like yes, because I feel like a lot of jiu-jitsu is wearing somebody down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get it. There's a lot of matches to get through, but yeah, I think the time was a little too short, especially for the guys at this caliber. They can roll for hours. Like they're not even close to their limits at 8 minutes. And
But what
unless
about like when they go against somebody new? Do you think that's the reason they were just trying to be preserving? Because if you go get somebody else, you go 60 minutes, the second guy.
You mean like if they have a long match and they win, but they go to the next guy?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
For example, like I think it was Julio Pena.
That's true.
He was like he won. He submitted Luke Griffith, was it? And then he got ragdolled by their smaller guy.
Yeah, I mean that's very valid as well. I mean, definitely in the one tournament that I've had of this style, I went the first match and I won. The second match, even though I hadn't gone that long, I was exhausted. So there is definitely that aspect. I mean, it's hard to explain how tiring that first match is when you're immediately going into another match.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a valid point as well. I mean,
do you think the 90 seconds was another factor because you had 90 seconds to recover?
Yeah. You think it should have been longer? Say they could have longer matches, or
I think it should be shorter to incentivize them to go for submission without worrying about being worn out for the next match.
Yeah. Yep.
Because you're willing to only have, for example, 4 minutes to submit somebody. And you do within those 4 minutes. Usually shorter matches, people, if there's no points, they're more willing to throw caution into the wind and go for it. If you're going to get a fresh guy and you have 90 seconds to recover, because I think it was 90 seconds, the intermission between matches.
I couldn't tell you that. I don't know.
I think it's 90 seconds because usually whenever we go in the gym, we go 5-minute rounds and then we have a minute break and then go on the next person like that. You also feel if you're able to recover within a minute, 90 seconds, should be a problem. It's nice to have the intermission, the part of like the 90 seconds, because some quintettes they don't have the time like between opponents.
Yeah, you're just going right back. Yeah, right into the next one.
Yeah. What surprised you on day one as far as like teams?
Surprised me? To be honest, I don't feel like I was surprised too much on day one. Well, other than, let's see, I think Mika Galvao surprised me a little bit, but he was a little bit slower than I was expecting.
Yeah. It wasn't committed to his submissions.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Some of the guys that I know are like very good and like they normally just chase after things, they were a little bit more cautious.
That's what guard passing was the thing, wasn't the thing the whole tournament. How many
Exactly.
guard
Yeah.
passes do you see?
Very few. That's the thing. Yeah. I don't know what I'm wondering if it was the team aspect. You know, they don't want to lose it for everybody else. But some of these guys are like normally just absolutely dominant. They come out right out of the gate and they're just, you know, pressure, and they win like that. And they were just super cautious until the very end of the match, and just I don't know. That did surprise me. I was caught off guard a little bit by how cautious people were.
What do you think about Giancarlo and Gio Martinez stabs on the first day?
Giancarlo and
Gio Martinez, remember their taps?
yeah,
Remember that?
yeah. Gio Martinez, 100% go to the ref. That to me, that was a tap. I mean, I
He
get
had the
it.
face that he was going to tap.
He had the face. He tapped multiple times. Like, yeah, it was all right there. I get it. That's super frustrating if he didn't mean to do that, and I can see how it could be that he did not mean to do that. I am inclined to believe that he didn't genuinely did not believe that he did tap, but everything was there. I completely agree with the ref call. Who's the other guy? Giovanni, I do disagree with that one. That was not a tap. His face was totally calm. The hand only hit once, and he was kind of like feeling the leg down, which I get, because you're not looking at every part of the opponent's body. You kind of use your hands to feel that out. To me, that I disagreed with that call, to be honest.
It felt like he was trying to maybe push, and then he switched his hands to like
Exactly.
on the ground to change the pose so you can put more weight on the leg to defend.
And to be honest, I feel like it's on his opponent not waiting for the ref's call. You know what I mean? Like I know there's a little bit of leeway there, especially with jiu-jitsu, where like heel hooks and stuff happen so quickly that you can't necessarily wait for the ref's call. But in that case, I think it was not. He shouldn't have let go.
Maybe he was selling it. Like in soccer, they sell it.
Sure.
Because like he tap. Look in the review. Like, usually you still like trying to put pressure on the referee, and the crowd usually they'll go after the guy like, yeah, well, he's attacking. They get a little he was out or something
That's
like that.
valid.
He was like, if you want to sell it that way, you can't do it the way. But he fucked up because he let it go too. So by that time, you had to commit to it.
That's very true.
Because yeah, I want referee. Come on, listen to the crowd. Everybody's booing.
Yeah. It kind of surprised me a little bit how into it the crowd was, like how much they were encouraged. But I don't know. From where I was sitting, it just didn't seem.
I know that like the crowd is going the other way as far as taps. I'm pretty sure Giovanni was pissed because they counted as a tap. But meanwhile, Chelsea went out once and they still reset him and win again against Craig Jones.
Yeah.
And the referee let him go again because the crowd was telling him to go again.
Yeah.
I bet he
That
was
crazy. Yeah. My God. I was blown away by that.
Yeah. He caught in the boogie show twice.
Mm-hmm. It was like a reverse buggy choke, too.
Yeah.
Not only do so many MMA guys, especially, say that is total bullshit, like that's not a thing. He caught him in that within seconds and had him out within seconds. Like,
yeah,
faster than I was expecting. I've never had a buggy choke even remotely that close.
I've
had a few.
Off because he suplexed Craig Jones in roll. And as he rolled him, that's he got caught in a reverse boogie show.
It's just so classic, so much like Craig Jones to get something like that, though, but just so funny to me.
He pulled it out of his ass.
Yeah, like you think you're in a good position on Craig Jones until, yeah, you're not.
he didn't think the shots on that went out because he was surprised. Like, what the fuck? Is that it? You see Craig Jones' face? It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude, that's crazy to me.
And then he caught him again, and he was like 3 out of 5, 3 out of 5, not 2 out of 3. Like, but big props to Chael Sonnen for stepping up for
For sure. Yeah,
took
no,
the
that
last
was
minute.
really cool of him. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody has notoriety. He was selling it, the bad guy.
Yeah, no, he
Oh,
was.
shut up! You trying to be the same trash talker as he's always done.
Yes.
I mean, consider he's
He's
47
so
years
good at
old.
the trash talk. Oh my gosh.
Oh
What's that?
yeah, he's
How old
47
is
years old.
47? Okay,
Yeah,
yeah. Yep.
but
Big. Yeah.
freaking speaking of day one, Wagner Rush's tooth fell out.
Dude, that was also crazy. Yeah, didn't see that coming. He didn't he make a post with his lady the
Yeah,
next day?
yeah, the
He was
tooth
like,
is gone.
dude, that was a big chunk. That was most of his tooth gone.
Yeah, and the funny thing, the whole rest of the event, he's wearing a mouth guard. Even when they were celebrating, he had a mouth guard. Whenever they won their match, he wore the mouth guard. I was
Too
like,
late, man.
yeah, he was bleeding like crazy when the tooth cracked. But yeah, 42 years old, Wagner Rocha competing as an alternate.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so Australia, Asia, they lost one of their guys. So they were going 4 guys in the semis. That's weird.
That is. Yeah. I mean that's a huge, yeah, that's crazy.
Literally huge handicap
Mm-hmm. Yep.
because they had, I think for Australia, Asia, and European, they had trials for them for their team.
Okay.
That's what they're
Interesting.
saying during the event. So they had trials to qualify for that team. Do you think they should have like bench guy or alternate in case somebody gets injured in the tournament?
I would think that would make sense personally. Yeah. There's plenty of guys to do that with, and yeah, I mean, the odds of somebody getting injured are pretty high. So yeah, no, I would think that would be a smart
And
plan.
considering they get wild cards in
Hmm.
their teams.
Well, that's the thing too, is there was so many, like, I don't, was there any like regional team that didn't have somebody from a completely different continent? Like Europe, the European team had a American dude. The Australian team had, I don't know, it was a different nationality, I'm pretty sure.
Well, they had the Japanese guy that he was out of B team,
Yeah, okay.
but he's stepping in for Levi Larry Jones because he got hurt. They had somebody from Turkey. I can't remember.
Pretty sure somebody was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do remember that. Yeah.
Hmm.
So it was a little strange how the teams were broken up because it was supposed to be these different regions, but
Hmm.
it wasn't exclusively. Not that that's a huge deal to me. I don't really care that much, but
I
yeah.
can't remember. Somebody didn't qualify for the European team and they went to another team.
Really?
Yeah, I want to say was it 10th Planet. I can't remember which one it was. Other teams because you had the Gorillas, Pat Danny, the third. How many times did Lou Griffith cut him in stuff in the first day? Triangles, reverse triangles, and he didn't tap out.
Yeah.
The Lizard King always was able to find a way to whistle his way out of it. Lizard King lives another day.
That's the thing too, is like when it's double elimination for your thing, for your your match, to not tap is pretty easy. I
Like
mean, I
Wagner
know there's,
Russia.
yeah, you can have a pretty deep submission and just like, I'm not going to tap to this,
Hmm.
and it's not a problem anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a little, yeah, it's difficult, I think.
Yeah, like for example, whenever Wagner Russia versus Kenyan Duarte, it's like, dude, he was not tapping out. Like, I think he caught him one time in a rear naked choke. He was not tapping out of that. He had full body triangle. He wasn't
Yeah,
tapping out.
that is hard. I love that format. I love the teams. I think it's really interesting to see there's different strategy involved, but keeping it action packed is much harder than I was thinking it was going to be. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Considering last year, it was rounds, but this time it's just a minute per round, and then you go get somebody new.
I liked the bounty that they tried.
Yes.
I'm not sure that was enough, but I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. Was there? I think it's more submissions the first day. There was some bounty the second
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Also, it was less teams too. Remember?
True. That's valid. What was the first day? There was 3, 4. I thought there was.
Nikki Rod versus Brandy Reed,
Yep.
Giovanni.
There was 3 taps, and 2 of them were like highly contentious or whatever.
Yeah. Did Luke Griffith submit somebody?
I don't remember it. I don't know. He might have, but
Somebody from Australia got submitted. I think the guy that got submitted Gio Martinez, and then he got submitted because he got his foot broken
right.
from so there's I think it's 4 submissions that day, the first day. And the second day I think there was 2 or 3. And the girls was the match of the night. It was like 2 in the morning, 2, 3 in the morning. Galvao's daughter, Sarah Galvao versus Vieira.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, that was match of the night. They were going after each other.
Dang. Okay. Well, I didn't get to see the women's bracket, to be honest. I would like to. Kind of saw the way it was going. Like Helena wins. Like
Yeah.
That's kind of what I expected.
That was a weird one too. The Adele.
Yeah.
Because Helena won the first round. They gave Adele the second round. The 2 judges gave it to Adele and 1 gave it to Helena.
Okay.
And the third one, I think they gave it to Helena. They didn't show, I think, the third round. And then, like, between round 2 and 3, they make Helena put her ponytails up, put her hair in one bun instead of having, like, on the face of Adele. The referee stop and bring a hair tie to put her hair up.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, what is doing?
That's kind of crazy. She's always done her hair like that.
Yeah, coming from a referee that has no hair. What do you know about hair?
It's not fair.
she's just taunting me. I don't like it.
That's a weapon.
Yeah. Apparently, they were saying that her face was in Adele's face all the time, so she was able to see like grips and things like that. Whenever she's on top.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
submissions most of the time you can just feel or things you can feel it.
That's the thing. That doesn't seem crazy. Well, what's that? Go for
Brandon Reed is blind, and he does it. You see the goggles he wears so he can practice and the headgear so he can see? When he's up there in the event, he's blind.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Yeah, you don't really need to be able to see because most everything you can do by feel. I mean, yeah.
Unless you disconnect, that's the only time. But if you connect the whole time.
Mm-hmm. But also, to me, it's a perfectly legal strategy if, like, granted, I don't have the hair, but I could put my head in your way. You know what I mean? I can cover your vision with my face. Like,
yeah,
that's totally legal. I don't know. That's a bit strange.
Yeah, and then the second night they make him put her hair up again.
Huh? Okay, that's a unique one.
Yep. That sounds fun and weird. Like that's the first time I've seen her putting her hair up.
Yeah.
Their match.
No, I mean, every tournament that I've seen her in, she always does her hair the same.
Yeah.
So I don't see how that's a problem.
If anything, it's a problem for her if you bottom trying to shrimp and your hair gets stuck on your opponent. Trying to get away from trying to do a berimbolo and then you step in your hair.
Yeah.
That has to be painful.
I cannot imagine. Yeah. So since growing out the mullet, every now and then it gets off to the side and somebody like plants next to my head and I get it caught and it's like, ooh, okay, yeah, I see what they mean now. yeah, there's no moving. I can't just pull out of that one.
No, you have to get stuck there. Do you think? But also, like the intermission was weird too. Renato Laraja.
Like the interviews.
Yeah, remember he was like talking, like he was trying to like do some like work, like some stuff in there. Like for example, Town de Blas. It's a weird interaction.
Dude, that was weird.
That was cringy.
Yeah,
like, trying to make something funny out of it.
Yeah, yeah. That one crossed some boundaries. I don't know. I get it. It's supposed to be edgy, but gosh.
Yeah. But first he was like, he got weird with, "Hey, you're Puerto Rican?" He's like, "No, I'm not Puerto Rican. I'm Italian." Like, "You have curly hair." Like, "Yeah, my family they have curly hair." Doesn't mean I'm Puerto Rican. I'm Italian.
The comment, like, Tom Blas is like, "Yeah, I was sexually abused as a kid," and he's like, But yeah, you must have been an attractive child or something like that. Like, oh my God. Like,
What the hell,
that's,
man?
that is not okay.
No, it's like, wow, Renato Laranja. That's a while.
Yeah. I mean, some of his stuff is hilarious, but some of it's like, oh my God, like
Yeah.
that probably shouldn't be said.
Especially YouTube. I was like, dude, this thing's being on YouTube.
Yeah.
Now I see why they took it down. Because remember they were taking it down from YouTube Flow and they go exclusive behind the paywall after a certain time. I see why, because dude, I
Yeah.
don't think it'll be up there for long.
Too much scrutiny. Yeah, that would not be good.
And then Gabby wouldn't lose cannon. Even Renato was afraid what Gabby was gonna say.
Well,
She's like, motherfuckers. You remember, I mean, she was drunk as hell. She said, uh, Craig Jones gave her tequila, like 3 shots of tequila before she went up there.
my gosh.
I was like, wow. But she was drunk. She was saying that she has more balls than Gable Stevenson. But she was actually did a match with Craig Jones, like unlike him.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, true. I have bigger balls than you.
That's really funny.
But Gabby, she was a loose cannon. Even whenever the Craig Jones, she was stepping out there. Whenever Craig Jones match with Chael Sonnen, she went out there and stepping in the middle. It's like she was going to go against Chael Sonnen next. She was too drunk for that.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh my gosh.
For day 2, it's basically kind of the same. So day 2 was Atos versus New Wave, and Australasia was handicap versus
Okay.
I was like, I like the big guys. The big guys were the first one to start in the New Wave, right? Luke Griffith versus Felipe Pena. That one was pretty good. Just because they had to go against. And for some reason, were they supposed to be the heavyweights? Who's number 1? And somebody pulled out of that match recently.
Really?
They're supposed to be the heavyweight match between the two. Who's number 1? And one of them pulled out, and they face each other now in later on this year in CGI too.
That's pretty cool. Still get to see that match happen.
I'm surprised how much Pena was better than Luke Griffith.
Yeah.
And Giovanni, dude, he's technical as shit.
Yeah. What did you think about the matches the second day?
Second day, they were same as boring. I thought they were going for more submissions, but they were just stalling out. Like, I wish there was. Well, speaking of stalling, Andrea Galvao was pissed off. The referee was stood them up. I can't remember which match it was that he stood him up and they took a point from one of Atos guys for stalling. Was it Ronaldo? I can't remember which match it was, but they took a point from them. I thought that was the number 1 C team because they had a stack team. Atos.
They were top. Were they number 1 seed? I thought they were not. I thought they were top 3, but I wasn't sure.
Because they have Pena, they have Can Duarte,
Right.
they have Ronaldo, they have Pato. And who's the other guy? Yeah, I should know that. Can Duarte, Felipe Pena, Barbosa, the Hulk.
Yeah. Duh. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's a stack team right there.
It is. Yeah. That's
The
a
Hulk,
very
Ronaldo.
solid team.
Yeah.
To be honest, I didn't expect the B team to be as good as they were. I know they're solid. I know they're really good guys, but there was a couple guys that I hadn't seen as much of before, and they did very well.
Yeah. Like who? Like
What's
Ethan? Like who? Like who?
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Ethan I didn't know as well. Honestly, Joseph Chen I didn't know as well.
Yeah, he was in the
Victor
last.
Hugo I knew. Nick Rodriguez obviously I knew. But yeah, there was a couple dudes in there that I didn't know as well.
Yeah, Joseph Shin, I remember him from last year. He lost against the Hulk, but his car passing is legit. Like he's good. We didn't see that in this event.
Mhm.
But he
Yeah.
he has a good like guard pass.
hmm I wonder if it would have helped the matches if they had told the refs to be like extremely critical of stalling. Like if they just gave out negative points like crazy. I wonder if that would be enough to encourage action.
That and also give the score at the end of each match. Whenever they get stalled out, but when they eliminate it, give the score. Then because they usually do that for individuals, 3 rounds, and every round they get a score. If you give it out then the team's like, oh, they have a sense of urgency that we're down.
That's valid. Yeah, no, that's very true.
We're
Yeah,
down 3 guys, even though they both have been eliminated. We are behind. We have to
right.
go for submission.
Yep. Yeah, if you've lost 2 rounds, yeah, that's true.
I think that will help some.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how they do it. But I mean, yeah, they got to come up with something different. I wouldn't mind seeing the teams again, but
Mhm.
I doubt that's going to happen. But I wouldn't mind seeing the teams again.
Yeah. It's pretty fun. But if we did like you be more active.
Mm-hmm.
And I was surprised that they pretty good. Well, Nicky Rod versus Brandon Reed. That was a pretty good one too. Brandon Reed got caught in a rear naked choke. And then Pixley, see how Pixley ragdoll Nicky Rod? Just tripping him.
I did. That blew my mind.
What?
There's levels to this game. That's really crazy. Yeah. Because you think of Nicky Rod as being very good on his feet for a jiu-jitsu guy, but
Mhm.
he got ragdolled. It really was crazy to me.
He was scrambling
Yeah.
for the ground. He was scrambling for the ground, not for the guy. He was scrambling for the ground. Like, dude, where'd the floor go? I'm in a pit. Which side is down? And one other like crazy scramble I saw was I can't remember his name. It's Oliver or something like that. That went against Pena when they were going new wave. He was climbing on Pena, trying to do a mount when he was leaning against the pit,
Mhm.
and then he dropped down and dropped to a double and took down Felipe Pena.
I think I remember that. Yeah. That was, he did very well in that one.
Yeah.
Really, like, he was attacking. He was very much on the offensive for that little bit. And yeah, definitely overwhelmed Pena, even
Yeah.
though he was a smaller guy.
Yeah. I didn't know that he's 19 years old.
No, I didn't know that either.
That's why he's able to keep that pace. He has the wrestling pace. He's 19 years old against Pena.
Yeah, that's wild. I
Yeah.
wonder how I felt about that. This little kid who's, just started going against a veteran like that.
Yeah. Hard to get like and then like something that they brought up too was about like bigger guys versus smaller guys. When you hit their back, it's hard for you to get a rear neck choke because their neck is so much lower. So it kind of hard to sink in. Same thing like that, like, for example, going to like into the matches itself, they are like it's kind of like different game because guard passing and things like that. They have a smaller frame. So it's hard for you to like be able to break their for example, like one of our teammates that went against Owen. Remember that match in Naga? He was able to pass his guard
Right. Yep.
because like, it's so much smaller, like their torso is smaller for you to pass.
Yeah, no, it's very true. I mean, you got obviously the muscle advantage, you got the weight advantage, but yeah, no, it definitely is. It's different. Definitely, you could see that, especially the bigger guys. I'm sure they try not to train. Once you get to that level, they probably aren't training with the smaller guys that much. You know what I mean? Because it's just not a challenge for them. But then when they actually go against very good smaller guys, it's a different game completely.
Especially if they have a sticky guard.
Yes. Yep.
It's hard to pass.
Yep. Funny thing I was thinking about with all the crap that Gordon Ryan was talking during this whole event,
Yeah.
watching Pena get kind of ragdolled by this 19-year-old kid made me think is like the ADCC match between Gordon Ryan and Pena was a lot closer than this. Like watching Pena get ragdolled is like, I
Uh-huh.
wonder if Gordon was in here. Who knows how he'd do now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the matches that he's had with Pena were not, although they were one sided, but it was like drawn out. You know what I mean? Like it
Yeah.
wasn't like Gordon Ryan just came out and submitted him with no problem.
Yeah. Like he does
And then
everybody else.
to
I mean,
see
he
Pena in this where he's not exactly dominating, it's like, that's interesting.
but he dominated his.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That is true. Maybe that's the difference.
But also, like, dude, whenever it's like, was it down to 1 minute? Whenever he got Lou Griffith in the armbar, because he was like in that. It was like later in that round. Whenever he caught us, shit, he got the armbar on Lou Griffith. He wasn't hitchhiking on that thing. the armbar. But man, that and he got it was the bear trap. That's what I call it. When he called Gordon Ryan in ADCC last year for the longest.
Yes. Yeah, I believe so.
He was talking that for like 12 minutes a day in the
Yeah.
bear trap.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was of a takedown? Was it? I think it was like almost out of bounds. That's why he got like a takedown on Pena, and that's why he was to win it because he didn't pass guard. I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was something like that.
And
I
then
think Gordon even apologized after that match, which was, completely uncharacteristic for him.
yeah, and then he had the next match right, and he got another one the second day, which he just basically just dominated the guy.
Yeah, I think that's right.
He just keep going from side control, neon belly, mount, neon belly, side control, neon belly, side control. This kid, that's how you keep scoring. Let him get his leg for a neon belly, and
Mhm.
they escape out of there. Mount. That's what he was doing the whole time, just racking up points.
Yep.
Do you think they should be if it goes to they would both of them get eliminated, point 10, 10 a 10-9 system, or do you think it should go to score like they do a regular match to make it more interesting, to make it more aggressive? Because they're really stalling anyways, without like not trying to get submitted.
I don't know. You think that would make things a little bit more faster paced?
Yeah, especially like submission attempts.
Right.
Not so much like takedowns, guard passes, things like that. But as far as like submission attempts that are like legit submission attempt, I think one does that whenever they do like submission attempts. They do like a point, something like that.
Right. That's true. Yeah. I mean,
It should count for something
no. I mean, I agree.
because especially at that high level, you can expect them to escape out of certain submissions. But you have certain submissions that you are like dominant position. For example, the back control that Duarte had on back the Russia, he had a renegade show soaked in. That should count for something. Same be up to bias or anything like that. Comes to like it be so much. It forces them to do like go for submissions, even though they're not going for they don't get the finish. They can commit to a submission, so they can count for something. Like just trying to go for arm, for like Mika Galbao, go for arm and then let go, then commit to a submission because afraid he was going to lose a position.
That's true. Yeah. That probably would encourage a faster paced match. Yeah.
Because Ethan had a crazy. I can't remember the call in that. Uh, was the Jack Frost took in that position. I can't remember if it's called crab guard or something like that. Whenever he had full guard and he reached for the leg of Oliveira, his knee just buckled out. He almost like blew his knee. I think he blew his knee during that match. His knee just went out. But the way he was bending Ethan back, you see how he had full guard and he just put his knees together and just sit back and just freaking arches back. As he's trying to escape out of that guard, do the guard pass. My God, my back was hurting
Yeah.
looking at the video. And then Ethan just reached for the ankle and just grab it and then pull his knee out. He stopped doing that to that. He only had one knee to do that. Can't be bending the knee too much after that. He
Yeah.
blew his
I'm
knee.
sure. Yeah.
But that was that's what I can remember like highlights of the 2 days event. And then the final at the end, whenever they were what do you see like as far as score wise, like who do you saw win like which matches?
What do you mean?
Like for example, I saw the first one. Mika kind of won the first one in New Wave versus B Team. The second one, Victor Hugo, looked like he won his against Wagner Russia. I think that's what it was. Then you had the third one. Was it who was it? Nigiran? Giovanni was the fourth one. I can't remember what the third one was. There was Ethan and Oliveira, I think. And Oliveira was winning that. I thought he won that one. Then the fourth one was Giovanni. I think he won that one. But Giovanni Bodoni. And then you had Nigira versus Luke in the fifth match. Of course, Nigira looked like he won that one because he was going for more submission attempts.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know.
I had a 3-2 new wave after they were going against each other. Because it was Joseph Shen versus, I think, Joseph Shen versus Giovanni Bodoni.
Yep.
But then, like, you saw the score, this showed that they were 3-2, but one of them, they would give it 10-8 to Nicky Rod, and then the other one, 2. and there was 47-47.
So do you just disagree with the B team winning?
Yeah, because if it's 3 out of 5, he usually wins them. Like the number 3 out of 5.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
It makes sense that the 3 out of 5 won instead of 2 out of 5.
Right. Yeah. No, I mean that makes sense. I didn't get to see the much of the second day, to be honest. But yeah, no, I know there was a lot of controversy around all of that. B team winning.
Yeah. Let's say
That's
congratulations. This is the biggest fundraiser by the B team they have done.
yeah,
$1 million again back to the team. And they have submission money too.
yeah.
Boom. And for some reason I thought like New Wave had like they have won it because they were 3 out of 5. And then like the criteria that was weird. I did not know that was part of the criteria. Whoever won the last match out of the 5 is a team that won the quintet.
Last match.
So it was Nicky Rod versus Lou Griffith, and that was 10-8 for Nicky Rod. So therefore, the quintet was won by B team. That was the criteria that was tiebreaker.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But freaking Danaher's face whenever he did it, and I was like, "Oh, got me." I didn't know that was for the criteria for the tiebreaker.
Yeah. That would definitely change your strategy without a doubt.
So for some reason, I thought if that was the case, he probably would have put Giovanni in last
Right.
instead of Lou Griffith. Lou Griffith versus Joseph Shen, Giovanni versus Nicky Rod. Because the weight difference is not that much.
Right. Yeah. 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 That is interesting. I didn't know all that. You think they'll try to avoid this next year?
I don't know. They got $1 million. They got the money that they were competing for. We should open another can of worm from using candles
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. Post after post. Oh my God.
about how they didn't have money for the girls, but they have $1 million just to spare for another team.
Yeah. Which I did see Craig came out and he said, like, I don't agree with it. It's something the sponsors wanted to do, which, yeah, from what you're saying, kind of makes sense. But yeah, it sounds like it's kind of out of Craig's hands for that one specifically.
Yeah.
But I don't know. To be honest, yeah. Not to get too
About,
controversial here, but it seems like it's the WNBA kind of
mhm,
deal
yeah.
where the WNBA is losing money every year. The NBA is dumping money into them to keep them alive.
Yeah.
The players are still complaining that they're not getting paid enough, but like they're just not bringing the views.
Yeah.
I'm
It is a
sorry, but it
business
is a
after all.
business. Yeah.
I just thought about that. What about next year? It's going to be a dog eat dog competition. The big prize is $1 million. But every time you win, it's $50,000 bonus. It's 50,000 of the winning team. So if your team gets the most submission throughout the whole tournament, it takes away from the winner $1 million win.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, how many of them will go for submission? Fuck them. We might not win the
Yeah.
whole team, but we were going fucking taking legs and heads out of here.
I wonder, could they do something like they do teams again, but the team with the most subs wins?
That would be, yeah.
Because that might be interesting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like, okay, yeah, you may
But
not.
so do instead of do a quintet, do like a round robin. Each team faces each other,
That's true.
and like duels instead
Mhm.
of elimination. So then whoever gets the more submissions between all of them.
That would be really interesting. That would also be super fun in the fact that you get to see so many different matchups.
Mm-hmm.
That would be cool.
You don't see other matches, like for example, Brandon Reed versus Luke Griffith. You don't see those because they first never faced New Wave, another side of the bracket.
Right. That would be cool. I would like that a lot. Maybe that would be something.
Yeah, that'd be the duels
Yeah.
instead of a quintet elimination.
Yep. No, that would be. Yeah. I really like that idea.
Man, it's doggy dog.
It really is.
How much money does? Speaking of Gordon Ryan, he's complaining about CJ. How much money does he have? Does he have $1 million to give his own team?
Gordon?
Yeah, I mean he's complaining about that. The reason his team is competing. So notoriety of the CJI, which has the name of a guy that he hates, but they're doing also for $1 million. If he has the money, why doesn't he give the money to his team? That's the question.
No, no, it's not about that.
He doesn't believe in giving away money.
Yeah,
Just giving away belts like Moneyberg.
right. Yeah. To be honest with you, in this whole thing, Gordon's really annoyed me, especially like turning off the comments as well. So you're commenting all this crap and then turning off comments because you know the feedback's not going to be good. Like,
No.
you know, nobody's going to agree with you. It's really annoying. I was thinking about it. Like, he doesn't even seem that relevant anymore. Like, I
Mhm.
understand he was the GOAT. Like, he beat so many people. He had a crazy winning streak, but he's done the same thing that so many other people have done is like, you win for a while, you retire, and you start a gym.
Yeah.
That's like everybody else has done. Craig Jones, who I think he's extremely jealous of, is doing a promotion now and like actually really promoting jiu-jitsu and really like pumping stuff out there. And I feel like he can't handle that. I feel like he's so jealous of that. That's just what's going through my head. You know what I mean? What do you think about that?
Yeah, that checks out because he's doing more than him. And because I mean, Craig Jones is beyond the gym part because he's stepping away from B team and he's doing the promotion part of the event and just making money for the athletes. To a certain extent, like you said about the sponsor, he didn't agree with the sponsors giving the money to New Wave, took second place. But the goal of the event was to raise money for the athletes, in which they gave it was a really close match. Dana White does that for the Ultimate Fighter. Usually, the winner of the Ultimate Fighter is the one that gets a contract. But if it's a pretty good match that's really, really close, of course they get a contract. Kind of the
That's
same.
true. Yeah, that's true.
So it incentivizes it to be like good. And I mean, they want the money. If they had the money to spare and give it to the team, which they needed, that's what they do for the money.
Right. Yeah. I also did like what they were saying as far as like their contribution. I can't remember the company name or the charity name that was essentially promoting jiu-jitsu schools in poor areas where they were trying to establish schools and helping kids train there.
Yeah,
But apparently a lot of the charity was going towards that. It is a cool combination that they mentioned is like, yeah, we're promoting that kind of charity where kids can learn jujitsu, but then they can also watch YouTube for free and be like, that could be me up there. You know what I mean? Like giving them a hope, giving them something to strive for, I think it's really crucial.
yeah,
Even if jiu-jitsu doesn't end up being what they do, still the lessons they learn in improving themselves and like striving to be good at something, it's just it's invaluable. It really is, I think. So that's a pretty cool message.
yeah. Considering that the event's called Courageous Invitational, he usually makes it about the other people. It's not about himself. Even it's just the name of the invitational, just like EBI. It's just the name is Bravo. Like Craig Jones is making it about other people, making like notoriety new athletes from different places, not just from the United States and Brazil, but also like Australia, Asia, Europe, even different places, which is like how much were the athletes getting paid for just showing up? Because remember last year it was $10,000 and $1. I'm not sure how much they were getting paid this year.
I don't know, actually. That's a good question.
Yeah, I was wondering that.
Do you think that was even a thing this year? Because
I'm not
I
sure.
truly didn't hear anything about it.
I'm not sure because it's a team format. If they're getting paid.
See if I can. Yeah, it's just bringing up CGI 1 and then payout structure for CGI 2 was instead of an individual minimum, the winning team split $1 million. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't sound like they did that this year.
I guess they just got free tickets to the event.
Yeah, true.
Get a cut of the pay per view. I wonder how to do the streaming wise as Flow Grappling. Will they get like something for like a fundraiser for the event? Because for the charity event after so many streams, because according to Craig Jones, he said they have the most views for Flow Grappling for the event. They broke the record for
I believe that. Very easily believe that.
what else was it? So they have $0.8 million 2.8 million views. Largest audience of Flow Grappling history in YouTube, 167,000 plus concurrence on YouTube and 3 million plus minutes of live stream of frog lapping.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, that's more than 80cc. So I was wondering if out of those views, will they get like a certain cut for so many stream views that will go towards the share thing?
I bet. Yeah. It's got to.
And each competitor, there were they got a ring for the winning team for CGI too.
Really?
Yeah, when they were the one, they got a ring for CGI.
That's cool.
See, Gabby and Craig Jones got married Vegas.
No.
It's like a wedding in Vegas. One of the chapels there. You may kiss the bride. She was trying to go kiss Craig Jones. He was the bride.
That's funny.
But man, yeah, I wish it was more action packed.
It is, but I feel like it's kind of a cutting edge event. And so I feel like in this, there's, you're going to have issues like that. You know what I mean? Like, because they're trying to push boundaries, they're going to find flaws in the plans that they're putting in place. But I think, next year should be better. And really, any promotion coming up should be able to learn from this. So it's kind of cool because it's a large scale. It's kind of a test.
Yeah. Well, now that the UFC BJJ does, they have the individual. Maybe CGI will go towards the quintet format of the
True.
competition.
Yeah, true.
Because I don't know if the UFC was willing to do they don't have an MMA quintet, let alone do you think they'll do a UFC BJJ quintet. The closest thing is the Ultimate Fighter, and it's just something to bring money for the UFC. I see
Right.
how that goes.
Yeah, yeah. I don't. I'm really, really curious to see what they do. Year one was probably the best jiu-jitsu competition I've seen ever.
Do you think?
Watched.
Do you think
Sorry
that's the
about.
Rotolo and the Tackett brothers factor?
Yeah, yeah. Those are those are matches that everybody remembers. Those are matches that non-jiu-jitsu people would love to watch. I think. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? Like you don't have to know jiu-jitsu to really enjoy those matches. Yeah, that's actually a valid point. Like if we had the Rotolo brothers and the Tackets, would this have been a completely different tournament?
Yeah.
Maybe. Because I truly don't think they would have slowed down.
No, they will want to go like Cowboys in there. It's $1 million tournament. Scare money, don't make money.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and thinking about it, really, if they go with a dual format like you're saying, that would be the way to go. There's no reason to hold back. Yeah. You lose, you don't get a point. If you tie, then both get a point, right? Is that how it normally goes? Something like that.
Yeah.
Like if you win, you get 2 points or something like that
For what? For wrestling?
for dual type formats. Is
The
that
wrestling duel, they usually do. Usually you always have a winner. But if you win, get 3 points. Major decision, 4 points. Tech fall. Tech fall is 5 points. A pin is 6 points. So if you get like a regular win, it's just 3 points. Just really like probably like a split decision or like something like that. It's major, you get 4 points. 5 points, like you have more attacks. This like kind of like a 10A or something like that. And if you get a submission, 6 points. So that would separate the wins, certain wins from the other ones.
that's cool. That's yeah. No, that would be perfect, I would think.
Now, probably the pin, probably time wise, just like Toro Cup have a time. If you submit somebody within the first minute, that's 6 points right there.
True. Yeah.
You do it within the first minute, that's 6 points right there immediately. You submit it after that, it's 5 points.
Yep. That dang. Yeah. No, that's gotta push the pace. Something like that.
Incentivizes it to go for the finish.
And it's kind of cool as well because it gets more. I feel like it gets more athletes involved as well, which I think is also kind of the point of CJI. Like you're saying, kind of gets pay out to the athletes, and so getting more of them involved is definitely better. Yeah, that'd be really cool to see.
Yeah. See how many athletes come out of this. But I'm not sure how UFC BJJ they contractually bound because they have the UFC BJJ and the ones that don't win the tournament, do they still have to compete in UFC BJJ or they don't get a contract and they can compete in other events? That's what I was wondering. Because how many rejects out of UFC BJJ can go into other tournaments
He's,
and make money?
that would suck if you were stuck in there not making money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and no competitors because they have not many people in there already anyways.
Right.
Because that's one of the things that whenever, Craig Jones and Musumeci were talking about, Musumeci is in an organization that notoriety and things like that, but how many, like, high level top 10 competitors does Musumeci will have in there? And right now, doesn't have that many. Just asking, do you have top 10 next? Like, yeah. Now, question, is that top 10 in gi or no gi? Because you're competing in no gi. If you bring a top 10 in the gi guy, that doesn't really transfer to no gi.
That's right.
Because, the last one, he was a gi guy. He won Pan Ams. Man, Andrea Gabal was talking shit about him too, according to Craig Jones, about the guy that she was disappointed in him when he went against Musumeci.
Really?
Yeah, according to Craig Jones, Gabal was talking trash about him because he wasn't like going after Musumeci, but he's out of his element. He's usually a gi guy.
Right. I mean, yeah, it's
The guy
so
pass
different, especially at the
Musumeci.
high level.
Yeah, Musumeci has a crazy guard, and he doesn't
Mm-hmm.
like to have grabs or like pass his guard. Bring it to a new element, and he's afraid of getting stuck in that leg lock. He's trying to
Yeah.
play safe.
It's a horrible combo.
Yeah. Hopefully, well, they were doing already, QR code for CGI 3.
Really?
Yeah, they were doing during the event. Another thing, B Team changed their name. They were all announced it during the CGI too. Simple Man Martial Arts is gonna be the name of the team, and it's not going to be just competitors. It's gonna be hobbyists. It's gonna have kids class. It's going to have MMA classes as well.
Really?
Yeah. Considering how they started was a blue belts and up, and only competitors that were allowed in there.
Totally different.
The different approach that they're going now.
Yeah. That's too bad. I like the B team better.
Yeah, yeah, me too. Second best team. I think they already have a podcast.
Really?
Simple Man podcast because Ethan had the shirt that says that because El Segundo hasn't filmed in about 11 months, and last one was with Adele. Because Craig just have been fundraising for this CGI too.
Yeah. Wow. Huh. That's crazy to see how things are changing now that Craig's out of it.
Yeah, I mean, they were together for 4 years.
Hmm.
No, something new.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope it holds up. I hope it stays, a solid team. Because, I mean, right now, they really are superb. They're top,
I'm
top of the
surprised
line.
how well they did against Daisy Fresh. Consider Daisy Fresh is like Nogi worlds. They were to dominate. BJ,
You're surprised how B team did against Daisy Fresh?
yeah,
Really?
because Daisy Fresh they're known for like doing like other tournaments, IBGF, Nogi,
That's
be able
true.
to like win, especially the purple belts. They like dominated in their divisions.
I feel like the thing that B team has going for them though is they are in the mecca of jiu-jitsu right now.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Daisy Fresh is not so much. I know people travel there to like train with them, and that I'm sure that helps. But just being in Texas, being in a place where there's jiu-jitsu everywhere, I feel like the just the level of competition that they are constantly up against is pretty insane.
Yeah, and they have more partners to go with. You have
So
more partners to go with too. When you have that many people practicing that,
yeah, they get so many looks, so many different games. B team has a really good setup going for them, I think.
and they're really marketable too
Yes.
and approachable.
Yes. As B team, I think they were. I don't know. The simple man just doesn't have the same ring. I
No,
don't know. Really curious to see how things
B
go.
team was like second team, or was it because the Bull team? That's the B
Yeah.
still.
Yeah.
Because remember they were the Bulls. The reason I was saying about being approachable because do you see Gordon Ryan's private prizes? He posted on his Instagram not long ago. I said, "Oh, according like to how many people are in doing the private, so here's the prices. According to how many people, so a group of four, a King's member is $250. Non-King member is $300. Three people is $400 for non-member, $600 for two people, and $1,200 for a single person. Yeah,
What jiu-jitsu? Why is he gonna train?
I know. Unless on like a high level athletes, there's
Yeah,
only
like
like it's only an hour.
only an.
Yes, it's not a whole day. It's only an hour for mortgage payment.
What's his face? The guy that just got promoted to black belt. That's super controversial. The
Money
the
burn,
the huh?
money
Moneyberg.
burn.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's who he's trying to train with that one. See,
no,
only only type of person that's gonna have the money for that.
Yeah.
Any normal jujitsu guy, not a chance.
They try
I
to
feel
make a
like,
living out of jujitsu,
yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like jujitsu is like mostly guys that don't have much money.
especially you don't commit to it. You have
Yeah,
much money. Especially if you are out of town, you have to think about flying there, hospitality, food, and then you have to include this right here, the private.
it's just not worth it. You know, like
No,
that's crazy. I really like how much good information is he gonna get you in an hour? You know what I
not
mean?
much. Not much that I can think. How much can you get an hour, like for somebody like that?
I understand his jiu-jitsu is phenomenal. I'm not
Mhm.
questioning that. Like he is one of the greatest of all time. Cannot get you that much information in an
No,
hour.
you cannot process that much information in an hour.
Right.
How many $1,200 sessions can you pay for?
Yeah,
You can
exactly.
get like
Yeah,
10% of what he wants to get through.
right. You might get celebrities who do like one a week with him. I
Yeah,
can see that. But maybe that's who he's trying to cater to.
yeah. No,
Sure.
not Brady's ex though. She already has a boyfriend. That's that.
Yeah.
Though even like that, yeah, it has to be mostly celebrity because $1,200 for non-members. Members they get $1,000 price. That's wild. But that's not the price. Like,
I would be interested to see if he shared his schedule. How much is he doing that? Can't be much.
I wonder if Elena paying that much because that's part as a member.
I
She's a
mean,
competitor.
yeah, I would think as a competitor, it's got to be different. But especially her level, like she's, in my opinion, the best pound for pound jujitsu girl on the planet right now. I don't think she's probably not paying that much.
No. How do you think she will do against Fionn Davis?
I feel like she'd win. I do. What's the weight difference? Do you know?
I'm not
That's got to
sure.
be what's keeping them from having a match already.
I think Selena's different weight. She's bigger than um um
You think
Fionn.
Helena's bigger than Fionn? Yeah.
Yeah, I had to look.
Fionn, I mean, yeah, she dominates for sure, but not to the extent that Helena does. Helena is almost untouchable. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Especially somebody younger too. It's not that much. 141, 145.
Pound?
Yeah. 136. Well, Fionn Davis in no gi is 136. Helena is 145.
Yeah. I can't imagine Fiona's trying to get that matchup though.
But also Fionn's getting paid a lot of money. Whether she's overseas. You see their gym too?
Really?
Yeah. I can't remember how much their Fionn Davis gym is. Because freaking Gordon Ray was complaining about her gym too. It's too expensive.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, look at him.
Yeah.
According to Harman BJJ, that's what it is. It's a luxury Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu academy in London. Membership costs £230 per month.
I mean, really, that's not that crazy.
They have strength conditioning gym, cold plunge.
Do they use the euro there? Is
No,
it too
because remember the Brexit. Remember, Great Britain left the European Union back in 2020. I think 2021.
230?
Yeah, £230.
That is like $310 a month. That
Yeah,
is a lot.
yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not that crazy for a gym to be $250 a month here, though, for
Hmm.
not anything like crazy special.
Yeah.
So that doesn't seem that crazy to me.
Like for Hensel, will that be that much?
I doubt it's that much.
Who will be that
They're
much?
probably 250, I would
You know,
bet.
said 250. No, about the 250 gyms. Atos maybe. Atos they
Atos probably. Yeah, I would imagine.
because Atos you have to wear their gi too whenever you go there. Crazy Baja? No, just kidding.
Yeah, yeah,
They're the Planet Fitness of jiu-jitsu.
they are. They are. Where was I? I went to, it was, Charleston. I went to Charleston. And
Uh-huh.
I was in a little complex, and my girlfriend and I had gone to a little coffee shop there, and we were just like walking along the sidewalk there, and I looked over, and it's a beautiful gym, like beautiful mats laid out, and it's in this complex, so it's like they essentially rented out like three different side by side buildings and like connected them all.
Mhm.
It looked really nice, but it was Gracie Baja. And I was like, oh my gosh, like you know they're just pumping people out.
Yeah.
Ugh, there's no way they could afford a gym like that and actually hold people to a standard. It's kind of what I was thinking.
They know how to tie their belt.
Right. Yeah, you got a purple belt who can't tie his belt.
Yeah, no, they know how to tie their belt. They don't know a single guard. The name of the
Yeah.
guard.
Oh, yeah.
What is Spider Guard again?
Spider guard. Wow, I've never heard of that one.
Is it like you drop down like Spider Man? This is how you do? Like a neo belly?
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah, I found it interesting whenever he said that like she's too expensive. But meanwhile, he's charging for private. Do you think he's trying to avoid the trolls? That's why he charges that much?
Hmm. Maybe.
Because that's why you have to pay for you playing with him.
I suppose that is possible. I mean, I don't know. The way he is, I would not be blown away that he was that cocky. You know what I mean? So
Once, yeah, how much money? He's getting a lot of money from BJ Fanatics too.
sure. Yeah.
All those instructionals that he
Yeah.
has available.
Yeah.
And they're not cheap either, those instructionals.
No, they're not. They're all very expensive. Yeah. Like over $100 for an instructional from him.
Yeah.
I think I have one or two of his and I got them on like a very good deal. This is the only time I buy his stuff.
Yeah. But his deal on them, yeah, those things, he's getting money out of it. And then plus private, his new
Yeah.
gym.
Yeah.
I guess he has a mortgage to pay.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's funny now because for years I remember him saying, like, I have pushed jiu-jitsu farther than anybody. Like, I've promoted it and I've made it like a higher paying, more watched sport for everybody. Like, all this stuff. Like, he's the man. And now there's Craig Jones within a couple years has, done far more than he has. I think that's another reason he's so butthurt about everything. Huh?
You see with UFC BJ, because I remember he was doing press conferences with them, and allegedly, according to Claudia Gadeja, they're gonna do doping testing with CBJJ.
Really?
So if that's the case, he's not competing at
He's
UFC
out.
BJJ.
Yeah, he's out. I don't know if I see him competing anymore though. Do
No,
you?
no.
I don't
It
think
depends how
so.
much money they're willing to give him and who they'll give
No.
him.
Yep.
If somebody
Yep.
that he know he can beat, yeah, he will sign up for it.
I don't think he's ever gonna fight Nicky Rod. I don't think there's any chance. Do I think there will be?
Yeah, because now they're tied 2-2. Only got to submit Gordon Ryan, a black belt.
Maybe it's possible. I don't think so, but it's possible. I think he would be pretty confident that he could beat Penna again, but I don't. It's almost boring at this point between them because the last few matches that they've had have just not been action packed. They've not been really that fun to watch.
Yeah, it's been boring, and they're only like one move away from scoring, and then that was the end of the match.
Like, yeah,
Is it like two old men like fighting in the cookout, screaming each other against the fence, grabbing each other's shirt after so many minutes because they're just trying to catch their gas.
yeah.
Which match was that? I can't remember. There was an old match that was like that. They're just like just holding each other. It wasn't like two old guys. They were against each other. I was it Chelsea versus Vandalism or something like that. It's an old, like
Hmm.
two old men. It was in a Bellator match, something like that. Oh god, this is terrible. Oh no, it's chocolate. I think it's chocolate. There was a Tito Ortiz.
Really?
Oscar de la Hoya did. Was the promoter? Dana was pissed off Oscar de la Hoya for that. It was one of those matches like that.
That's too bad. That sucks
Yeah,
because they're legends, but they're too old for it.
yeah,
It just leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
yeah. Especially for new people that are coming up, like they don't know who they were.
Yeah.
And back then they have that many views because they have that many pay-per-views back then.
Right. Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, Dana was pissed off at the lawyer because he had Chocolate sign up for the fight. He doesn't care for Tito Ortiz, but Chocolate, he does care. For some reason, I think he was their manager. Tito Ortiz and Chocolate's manager when they started fighting. Do you think Dana will ever fight Tito Ortiz? Because they were trying to have a. I don't know if you remember back in the day, Dana was trying to set up a fight with Tito Ortiz. Do you want to say 2007, 2008?
Dana?
Yeah. Tito Ortiz pulled out of the fight because he had a neck injury or something like that. And Dana White was like getting in like fighting shape to fight Tito Ortiz.
Really?
I wanna say it was a boxing match or something like that because Dana White said he's a boxing background. And then Tirtis pulled out of that fight, and he was pissed off. And then he remember because I remember Tirtis used to wear that shirt during weigh-ins. Dana White's my bitch. Well, yeah, man. That's like I don't think it's so weird how Gordon Ryan went from being the great. It's just like the equivalent of having Michael Jordan talking shit to the new basketball players and how they're playing nowadays when he's not competing anymore because he has his own team too.
Yeah, it kinda I don't know, it gets a little old.
Like,
Yeah, it's just
bring rise to the top. Just focus on coaching the best athletes that you have. If Jerry Jones is doing this to help the athletes to get more money, why don't you do the same thing for your team and bring them out exposure and be happy that they're able to get the money and they're able to like get the notoriety and get better at competing. But things that you show them instead of talking trash about somebody else.
kinda gonna it's better to go out with class, I think,
Hmm.
than yeah, that's just when people don't especially for new people coming up who don't really know your reputation as well. I think when you're just this, like, retired guy talking trash about all these new people, like, I don't know, it's just no class, turns people off towards, the the veterans. It just drops respect in that area.
Killing with kindness, and especially if your gym is that good, show them. It's not about the money. It's about making. It's about the art itself. Anybody can make money. Look at Moneyberg and buy his own black belt.
Right.
You really want to? You want to prove like jujitsu works? Prove them to your system.
It'll show. Yep, exactly.
That's the beauty about the sport. The mats are always fair.
Can't hide anything. Yeah.
No, except for Moneyberg. He has everything under money.
Yes. Yes. Well,
Let's
when
bring.
you
Let's
don't.
bring. Dude, I want to sign up Toro Cup with him. And go against him. Toro Cup.
Yeah. Right. I beat a black belt. Moneybird. Oh, okay.
The loser had to grow his hair out. Let's see who will win. Well, yeah, the how that's gonna bring all this stuff, but we can talk about it later. Another episode. For example, like Roger Jackson thing about what happened a few weeks ago, about with that wrestler.
Right. 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 Yeah.
How crazy was that? He like just attacked a wrestler after. Well, just for like reference, the guy that he attacked, Raja Jackson, he thought that Raja Jackson was in on the wrestling, like they call it a World Cup or whatever in that business. I'm not know much about it, but he thought that Raja was in on it, and there's an event going on. Raja's always streaming, just like his dad, and he hit him. Psycho Sword, that's the guy's name. Smacking in the face with a can of beer. Raja, of course, got pissed off, but then the promoter's on like, "Hey, man, don't do it here. Like, don't attack him here. You'll be able to get your leg back during the match." So Psycho Stu was having another match with other people, and Raja was able to come in from the crowd and try and get his leg back, the quote unquote, against Psycho Stu. And he just decided just to pick him out double leg and just slam him against the ground, hit the back of his head, and just started hitting him. The guys had to separate from him. It's not a good look for Rajas if they haven't seen the first video. What happened in the parking lot? And also the guy he's in a freaking hospital because of it. Like he was in the hospital in ICU, which makes it's a perfect example for people that do jiu-jitsu. Don't do it on the street because somebody can hit the back of the head. They die and you're charged for murder. It can go wrong so fast. And you're charged for murder and you're stuck in jail. Or something just a decision just like that. Which is sad for him. He was trying to do MMA and things like that, kinda like his dad. The other side is that Rampage came out and that happened.
Yep. Yeah. Guarantee that was like a promoter's, you know, backhanded way of getting something going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for sure, you like, oh yeah, he's definitely part of it, and he's not a part of it, and then you make him a part of it because this guy
It's
comes
an
and
actor.
smashed the beer can over his head. Yeah, that's just
Especially the notoriety of his dad, Rampage. He's not a I'm not big into wrestling. I don't know much about wrestling, but I know how big the organization is. I mean, you being somebody like that, bring some controversy. There's no bad publicity. That's what the saying goes. So if you like cause something like that, even they might cause the life of your freaking wrestler because of what happened, but just bringing notoriety, it poor taste, man. It was bad on both sides. Really, Mr. Beast, he did a post. Well, I saw a post from Mr. Beast. He said willing to pay the medical bills for that wrestler, Psycho Stu.
Really? Yep.
For some reason, I think the guy Psycho Stu is a veteran that has struggled with PTSD as well. So he's not the best guy that you want to set up a match with.
Right.
You tell him, hey man, do this right here. He's not mentally right. You're gonna be having what kind of promoter will do that?
One who's in it for the money.
Yeah. Yeah. Another thing was about advice. No, the Leandro Low incident. You cannot jujitsu your way out of a bullet. Do not do that.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
You're a badass. How many people that think that you just like want to fight people and stuff like that? Dude, somebody pull a gun on you, that's a game over. That's an equalizer.
Hmm.
Game over.
Yep.
I don't know if you ever heard the story about Fabrizio Verdun at the time. He was a champion in heavyweight. He was in Brazil, and this lady got her purse stolen. He went chasing the robber, and the robber pulled out his gun. Verdun is like, "Oh, you good, man?" He's letting go. Can I help?
Yeah,
I don't get shot. This
for
lady, I
sure.
don't know her. They took her purse. She can get the money back, but take my life and never get that back.
Percent. Yeah, it's a good call.
And people don't. Some people they're willing to pull a gun on you and they don't care. They're willing to do that. They don't care. Like, take your life. So keep that in mind. No, no. You're not Superman. You're not bulletproof. It's like everybody else. Because I'm man, how many people get into? Sometimes I would try to teach my daughter. Like you see how crazy people are. Just let them be crazy because there's always somebody else crazier than them. Always somebody crazier than them.
Yeah, that's true.
There's always gonna be somebody crazier than them. How many times you seen that happen? I sent you the video of that guy that he was in a public golf course. He was drunk as shit, just trying
Yes.
to pick a fight with the other guys. So let's fucking go.
He's thrown into a pond and then just got the shit beat out of him. He kept
Yeah.
coming.
Dude, he took it
Golly.
like a merry-go-round and tossed him again into the ground like it was nothing. Just being drunk and just that what makes it feel like why would you want to fight somebody when you're drunk?
Truly done.
I never understood that.
I get it. It's liquid courage, I guess, but well, I think that's part of it too. Is like liquid courage plus you have no idea how little you know about fighting, and then yeah, like I get mad enough. I'll be okay.
Dude, you get not power up out of a freaking move. You balance the compromise already. That's the thing that you think about whenever you are drunk and you like fight and things like that. You know how compromise your balances and you know coordinated. All the things you have to take into consideration for any kind of grappling or fighting fight wise. Another barrier you have to take into consideration. You know who the person is with too.
Also very true.
So it's not like you
Yep.
have the eyes in the back of your head. You talking shit to somebody, just bang you the whack in the back of the head.
Right.
Next thing you know, you pick up your teeth from the ground because you got stomp on. Yes, because you can just you want to win a fight, just walk away.
Yep.
You win every time. An incident happened here in Ashboro recently. I think this weekend, a guy got into a fight with another guy. It's a 23-year-old and another guy. They got in an argument in Marshalls. They went outside. Both of them pulled out guns, shot each other. The 23-year-old got killed. Another guy, they pulled him over a few miles down the street. He got shots in the leg.
Really.
Yeah, because they just shot at each other. Just over argument in Marshalls. Why can you possibly be arguing in Marshalls that you want to kill somebody?
Yeah. Dumb. It's
Yeah.
so dumb. Like, yeah. I hate hearing about that sort of thing. It really,
Yeah.
it's just so like it's so useless. There's no like you win that argument. What do you get? Nothing.
No.
Yeah, I hate that. That really sucks.
Yeah, and people are talking like about I seen some. Have you seen some people that talk about like you used to good, but my gun is better than you? Like, dude, so what? You gonna kill me? You gonna go to jail?
Yeah.
What do you get there? I'm dead.
When
Yeah, you're gonna go to jail, and then your wife is gonna leave you. Your kids not gonna know about you. because you're a dumbass that shot they kill somebody or something silly.
Yeah.
Another thing I was gonna bring up was about arguments online in like social media, things like that. I don't get mad anymore about like things about like on social media arguing because I look at it kind of like jujitsu. When you are rolling on the mats, it's a place where you roll and the wins don't count, things like that. In social media, it's not a real place, like a real place that you it's just like the matrix.
That's fine.
You don't really meet real people in there when you talk to them that way. They talk to you that like the interactions with them. It's not a real place. Kind of like in the mats. You like win against somebody and you submit it and try to play catch death, but it stays there. It doesn't come with you home.
Yeah, that is interesting. That's a good way to look at it, I think. Yeah. It's kind of like it's on the mats. That's where it stays. It does not come off that.
Yeah. Except for the days you get smashed. Yeah, you coming on the way home.
Yeah.
You might need a couple of extra minutes driving home.
Yeah.
That's different. Oh, darkness, my old friend. But but yeah, usually you think about it that way. Don't let it like wow you too much. If it's not a real place, the mat is a real place, but usually just leave it there on the mat.
Well, yeah, exactly. The match is a real place, but it's where it stays. It
Yeah,
doesn't come off that. So
yeah.
yeah,
And you
it's the
should use
same
that to get
concept
better.
there. Yep.
But that's what I have for today. As far as like for
Yeah, I think it was good.
close it out.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Give us a listen on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Music, iHeartRadios, and iTunes. Follow us on Instagram. Let us know if there's anything you want us to talk about specifically. Let us know if you like if you like any specific episodes. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you guys.